Hey cutie, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing my 3 favorite exercises for your glute medius, which is the part of your glutes that makes it nice and round, nice and perky. So we're gonna work on that little shelf. These exercises, you can do them at home, you can do them in the gym, but basically don't skip them on your leg day ever. For this first one, ideally we would need a foam roller because you'll need something that you can put in between your knee and the wall. And in case you don't have a foam roller, I'm using my bottle, which is a little bit heavy, so I do not recommend, but I don't have anything else at the moment. I feel like in the gym, you would have a foam roller, or they're not that expensive to buy, so feel free to buy one if you really want to do this exercise. It is gonna hurt. In the beginning, you don't even need extra weights because it's gonna hurt. So the first step is you just lean on your right leg. So our left leg is towards the wall. You make sure that you lift your left leg off the floor, and then you, without moving too far, you have to basically have the foam roller or the bottle, whatever it is you're using, it needs to meet your knee. So now I'm a little bit too close. Here, there we go. And you hold it in place with your knee, just above your knee. Then what you do, you place your hands on your shoulders and you hinge. So you push your glutes back, you bend that standing leg a little bit, and you come back up. Oh my freaking God, this is so hard. You bend and you come up. Make sure that you don't do bend, so you're not moving away from the wall, but you're also not moving towards the wall. So really try to keep that upper body straight and move down. I know that you would want to move over your standing leg, because obviously if you're balancing, this is what you would do instead of standing like here, like so, because you would fall this way. But that's what you have that wall balance for, right? So you place it here, you keep your weight in the middle when you have placed your knee there, because I know that first you shift your weight here, then you place this against the wall, you bring your weight back to the middle, and then you do your hinge. Let me show you from the back. So the other leg would look like this. You have your weight on your standing leg, you place the bottle or whatever it is you have towards the wall, you bring your weight back to the middle, and then you hinge, and you come back up. You hinge, and you come back up. This immediately will give you a burn. And as soon as you feel like it's not really giving me a burn anymore, then feel free to add small weights and do this exercise with them. But I promise that if you do this the proper way, it will hurt. Let's go to the second exercise. The second and the third exercise are gonna be your usual suspects. So if you've been watching YouTube or Instagram stories, lots of influencers will tell you about these exercises. The first one is a Bulgarian split squat, but make sure that you do it the proper way, because you can do it lots of ways. I see lots of people doing it wrong, where I'm like, you are trying to build your glutes, but you're doing it for your quads and not necessarily for your glutes. So you sit down, you stretch the leg that you're gonna use as your standing leg out, and then you stand on it. First, try to do this without weight. So have the weights that you wanna use on the floor. I most of the time just use one weight. Some people like to use 2 weights, so half of the weight in your right and half of the weight in your left. Place your back leg on the bench. Then make sure that if you are doing it glute focus, so glute medius focus in this case, that you're a little bit further away from the bench. You place your foot on the bench, and then you, instead of going down like this, you go forward and down. So you make sure that you have that hinge motion again. Oh, keep your balance. You go down and up. If you were doing it like this, which you'll see a lot of people do now that I've told you this in the gym, you'll be like, oh my God, you're doing it quad focus, you're doing it glute focus. You can tell. So you bring it here, that's for your quads. You bring it here, that's for your quads. If you bring it a little bit further, that's gonna be for your glutes. So let me show you with the other leg. You place your standing leg, you bring the back leg on the little bench, and then you hinge forward, and then you go down and up and down and up. And then the third and last exercise is something that you've probably seen people do as well, which is a B stance RDL. So make sure that you have the weights in your standing leg. You can have you can hold something with your non-standing leg hand, so a wall or a chair or a little bench in the gym, whatever. I always tilt one of the benches, hold on to that. You have the weight in your standing leg arm, and then you drive through your booty to the back. Your booty goes to the back, your knee bends, and you have the weight on your front leg. So your standing leg has all the weight. This one is just there for show. If you want, this will make it harder. You can hold on to something. You can even lift this up and back. I feel like it's even more effective that way. Let me show you on the other side. So we have our right is our standing leg and our weight leg, or our weight hand, sorry. Our left is to the back. You don't have weight on that, just there for balance. You can hold on to something with your left hand as well if you want. And then you bend, hinge, make sure that you keep your abs nice and tight. You can even lift that leg a little bit, and then you come back up. So down and up and down and up. I can already feel this without weights. So that's how effective these are. I really hope this helps. Let me know in the comments if you're gonna try any of these out, even if it's at home or at the gym, whatever, wherever. If it's with or without weights, all is fine, but really try them out if you want to make that shelf just a little bit bigger for that effect for your glutes. Hope to see you back next week for another tutorial.